It's a story that is still developing and has come as a big setback for the opposition. BRS MLC K Kavitha has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the Delhi Liquor Policy case. This, remember, after Kavitha's residence was raided by both the Enforcement Directorate and income tax officials. Kavitha's involvement in the alleged bribery concerning the Delhi Liquor Policy has put her under intense scrutiny. The Enforcement Directorate had previously questioned her regarding these allegations as well as transactions amounting to 100 crore rupees purportedly exchanged in the scandal. Now, as Kavitha faced arrest, tension escalated and a heated exchange took place between her brother, KTR, with the ED officials. Now, KTR raised concerns regarding the lack of a transit warrant for Kavitha's arrest, questioning the legality of the proceedings.
ఎన్నికల నోటిఫికేషన్ ఇవ్వబోతున్నామని ఈడీ ప్రకటన ఇచ్చిన నేపథ్యంలో ఈ రోజు కవిత గారిని అరెస్ట్ చేయడం అంటే ఇది మా బీఆర్ఎస్ పార్టీని కేసీఆర్ గారిని డిమోరలైజ్ చేసేటువంటి ఒక ప్రయత్నం. అంటే మమ్మల్ని ఏ రకంగానైనా డిమోరలైజ్ చేసి ఈ ఎన్నికల్లో రాజకీయంగా లబ్ధి పొందాలని బీజేపీ కాంగ్రెస్లు ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో కలిసి ఇలా కుట్ర పన్నుతా ఉన్నాయి. అయినా మా పార్టీ ఉద్యమాల పార్టీ. మాకు ఈ అరెస్టులు కానీ వేధింపులు కానీ ఈ కుట్రలు కానీ మాకు కొత్తేమీ కాదు.
The arrest itself is illegal because in this case, one of the prayer was not to take any coercive steps against her. So being that so, ED people have come to her residence and they have arrested her now. When leave was granted, see, ED people, they are also under Supreme Court. They have to oblige with the orders passed by Supreme Court. They can't be supreme, they can't come directly, they can't arrest them. Because I particularly say that arrest itself is illegal. And it is unconstitutional also. When petition is pending, they can't do like this. I understand when petition is not pending, they can do. That too, they should give a warrant.
On the broadcast, I'm joined by Mithun Vijay Kumar, he's a political analyst. I'm also joined by Rekha Rao, she's a political analyst as well. Good evening and welcome to you both on Mirror Now. Let me start with you, Mithun Kumar. You know, BRS is claiming and is alleging that this is pure political vendetta, that the centre is using Enforcement Directorate, the probing agency, against the opposition parties. Your reaction to it?
See, in such matters, we should think beyond party and politics and look at the larger picture. See, it's a big scam. It's a scam that has, deeply troubled the country, and we should appreciate that our authorities, agencies are taking action regardless of the person's influence. Prominent leaders of Aam Aadmi Party are in jail. 2 days back, even Supreme Court rejected Manish Sisodia's curative petition seeking bail. Kejriwal's plea is halted. So we must understand the gravity of the matter, and instead of questioning the timing or calling it vendetta politics, we must, acknowledge that our agencies now have the authority to act independently, unlike during the Congress period when, they were called caged parrots by none other than the Supreme Court itself. So if K. Kavitha is innocent, she will have the opportunity to prove it in the court. But, elections or politics can't be an excuse, or it shouldn't be used to play the victim card.
Rekha Rao, would you like to respond to that? The fact that the probing agencies like the ED and the CBI are just doing their job, and it has nothing to do with the fact that this is an election year. It has everything to do with the fact that the cases are being probed and the timing is just a coincidence.
Is that to me?
Is the question for me?
It's to Rekha Rao. Rekha Rao, are you able to hear me? Yes, please.
For me, right? Okay. If the question is for me, I would like
Rekha
to
Rao,
answer.
please go ahead.
Yeah. Initially, when the debate started, you said it is a big setback for BRS. As a political analyst, I don't think it is a setback for BRS. The reason is that it is a political thing. It happens every time. In fact, there is a talk in the public that it is a selective, vindictive weaponization of ED. That is what the people are talking. And again, there was discussion in the public that any party which is not associated with BJP, the people are being extra focused, whether it is Rajkumar of APP or Rohit of Jharkhand or Jyoti Priyo of West Bengal or anyone you take from Punjab, any BJP party which is not in the state, they are being targeted. That is the talk in the among the people. So I don't think it is going to be a setback or something like that. And again, there is one more talk which is going on, like ED and CBI, why they should not be independent, why they should not be in Lokpal instead of, for example, ED, it comes under Ministry of Finance, and CBI comes under other ministry, directly under PM. So these ED and CBI, they have to be totally made aloof, then things will be okay. The talk is always there in the social media, in the newspapers, that the moment you are not in BJP, the raid is happening. And when we read the newspaper, it is there. And talking about setback, I don't think it is going to be a setback because these things happen and the people, they know it is, until and unless it is proved, we cannot say it is a scam or something.
Kavitha's arrest
really
has, taken place with the kind of probe that ED has been doing in this case, the South group, the South cartel that is being talked about, that's not going to impact, the BRS supporters and, of course, others also who are looking at this case closely and what's happening within the BRS.
Here, I would like to add something. Using the South group is very derogative. They cannot use the word South. All the South Indians, they cannot be blamed.
It's not
and
derogative.
Also the word South group, I deny.
It's not derogatory. It's just a region. It's just a reference to a region. Isn't it South?
No, it should not be there. No, they should not use
Here
the word
in the
South.
north,
Why should
it's
they
called
use the
North
word
Indian.
South? Why are we breaking? No,
okay,
why are
anyway,
we breaking
that's
the nation?
besides the point. My
Yes.
question was something else.
Oh, can you repeat the question, please, once again?
Do you not think it's going to impact BRS supporters, the fact that K. Kavitha has been arrested in this case?
See, once she is presented to the magistrate in 24 hours, they can apply for the jail. We need to wait and watch what decision will be taken. And again, the timing is one thing people are questioning. They feel it is politically motivated. We need to wait and watch.
Mithun Kumar, would you like to respond to that? The fact that, there are constant accusations to the fact that the investigative agencies are not independent, that they are being misused by the center, the BJP particularly, right before the elections, and the fact that this is just political witch hunt.
I think that's an argument, most of those parties who are involved in scams are using against the ruling government. Actually, I'll tell you an interesting fact, the number of ruling party leaders getting arrested was actually more during the Congress period itself. So here we have BJP leaders who are caught in action of corruption and action is being taken, and there is no excuse to BJP or there is no excuse that someone is a BJP leader and he's escaping this. So that's I think it's a hollow argument. It doesn't make any it doesn't have any base. So you need to understand, there is no difference between the number of, if you compare the number of arrests between before 2014 and now, the number of BJP leaders getting arrested was actually less. But those, the Congress and the allied parties, they were still getting arrested and the numbers were significantly high. So, so I'm taking Congress as a standard reference because they are the major opposition in the country. Around 29 leaders of the Congress, including Ashok Chavan, were booked by the investigation agencies between 2004 and 2014, when the number of arrests on the BJP side during this period was only 12. So there is no such issue that the investigation agencies are acting as a tool of the ruling party, which is only an allegation. It's only an accusation. If you compare the metrics, you would understand there is a larger picture, and the investigation agencies now have
Mithun Kumar,
authority
the opposition also alleges the fact that how is it that suddenly all the opposition leaders are being accused in different cases and suddenly, all the probing agencies are after the opposition parties and nobody from the BJP is being questioned in any case? The fact that the center is only using these agencies against the opposition parties without any substantial evidence that is being put forth against them. That's what the opposition has been saying.
That's only an allegation, and that's I mean just an accusation. Because if that was the case, let's take this particular case itself. If there was no evidence against these leaders, if there was no evidence against these parties, how do you think they are still in jail? How do you think Manish Sisodia is still in the jail? How do you think Arvind Kejriwal's plea is not being regarded by the court? So courts are actually monitoring this. Investigation agencies are doing their job, and they have significant proof. They have evidence. There is material evidence that they have collected, and they are presenting it before the courts, and courts are convinced till now. So there is no question that this is happening in a biased manner, or agencies are being used to target these leaders. It's because there is enough evidence that their plea is not being considered or action is being taken against them.
Rekha Rao, respond to this. The fact that the court has time and again said that there has been a trail of money that has been established in this case, and that is why we have been probing and taking into custody different leaders who've been allegedly involved in this case. The court has been saying it. It's not the BJP or the centre. It's the court that is saying that the ED has been able to establish some sort of money trail in this case.
Here I would like to talk, like just now Mr. Vijay, he was mentioning, he gave us the long statistics. As political analyst, I'm speaking, not any supporter of any party. What I would like to mention is that recently in Telangana, we have Mr. Vivek. He was into BJP. He was very fine. He was very safe. He was very active. The moment he switched his party to Congress, again, things started for him. So these things, whether it is being deliberately or just it is coincidence, I don't know. But there is a talk that these things are happening. That is one thing. And talking about Supreme Court, it has given a halt on this case, but again, it has been done the arrest part as per Kavitha's brother. So that is one thing I would like to talk about. And again, why Friday? Why not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Generally, we see whenever the arrests are made, it is Friday, so that Saturday, Sunday, the delay is there. Again, this is a strong talk which is going among the people over here. As a political analyst, I am just
Mithun, you want to respond to that?
And presenting, yeah.
I'll give a quick response to that. I think last year around 14 parties approached the top court saying there is political witch hunt happening. So why didn't the Supreme Court entertain that petition? Why is that, is there a single time the court has ruled that there is political witch hunt in any single case? Because everyone has approached the court. Did the court even for a single time say that there is political witch hunt happening in the country? It is not happening is the very proof that courts are not ruling against the BJP or the center in this particular matter is the fact that investigations are happening in the proper direction.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Mithun Vijay Kumar and Rekha Rao, thank you very much. Thank you very much to both of you for joining us on Nation Tonight.